stupid little dinosaur, and I can't put it down.
That's right, stupid dinosaur. Greetings, everyone,
It's so cool.
And welcome to the next episode of The Dark Sermon, Hail Mary, episode 11.
Well, howdy.
Brought to you by Essy Johnson. Have it your
Family
way.
elf.
Ugh.
Where a kid can be a kid.
Where a kid can be a kid.
Oh, God. No
Okay.
comment.
Good times. Anyway, who would like to give the recap?
I will.
All right, checking, looking.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Previously on Dark Sermon, Hail Mary. The party found themselves coming face to face with the manifestation of Matheria's guilt, fraught with anger at them for discovering the truth of what happened on Trader's Hill. A fight ensued where the party initially seemed confident, but quickly that confidence fell as the barrage of powerful attacks befell them. They managed to maintain themselves for a short while, but shortly after, having to deal with the weight of the crushing guilt, the party slowly began to fall one by one. First was Gideon. After his fall was Mythos, followed by Ginny and Flo, and then Farryn. The ensuing chaos leading to the death of Gideon. Everyone was fallen, but only one stood strong, as Galdren, fearless, stood in the face of this crushing guilt, waiting to take on this opponent. But with his allies fallen, would he be able to do it alone? As things got dreary, in a moment of serendipity, Mythos found himself arising once more. His energy drained and his lack of ki meant he could not offer much, but in a desperate attempt to aid as best he could, he struck out at the construct with his bare hands, distracting it only for a moment to allow Galdren to come in with a fearsome sweep of blows, finally managing to fell the creature. Sadly, Gideon was lost. They recovered the rest of the party, and the party decided what to do next. Look for shelter, carry Gideon to a safe place, and figure out how to proceed.
All right, inspiration for you. Let's rock and roll.
Fantastic.
All right. Survival checks to look for shelter.
I thought we found shelter at the end of last session by survival checking, because we did it at the end of last session.
Oh, did we? Okay. In that case, yeah. I will just load the map then. Tee-hee!
Fantastic. Good.
Go here. Nope, not that one. That's the wrong map. You don't want to go there. Okay. What
if we do?
Why are these named wrong? Okay, hold on a second. These... You don't want to go...
Who did this?
I'll just move you here.
Let's go to that burning forest that was from a long time ago.
This looks familiar. Some ruins that you can hide out in.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Alright, go ahead.
Ooh. Alright, as we find shelter, I'll say everyone gather around. I'm going to drop a sensor salt, which should lower our exposure. That fight took a little bit more than we expected. And I will drop a purging sensor salt, which should reduce everybody by 3.
I have also activated the Rod's Grace.
Okay.
Hello, Galdren, would you please? We'll have you guys lay out Gideon in a relatively smooth area of the shelter we've found. Maybe here.
Why don't we put him on the table?
Yes, that would probably be best. Maybe fold his wings so they're not
Put him on the
bent in
table.
that strange shape. I'll kind of look over him and see that it is, in fact, dead.
He is deceased.
Do you have an immediate plan for recovery, Genevieve?
I don't. I'm not actually trained well enough in bringing recently dead back, so I suppose one plan might be praying, but as we know, our goddess is a little indisposed right now.
Quite.
And I'm not going to pray to those other ones.
Good. That was expected.
So no, I don't really have a plan. As unfortunate as it is, I'm afraid we'll just have to prepare him for a pyre or something, or at least bury him. I don't know about starting fire out here will undoubtedly attract attention. I wish I had something that I could do for him, but I don't.
Same boat. I'm only good at killing things, not bringing them back.
Well, you all know magic is beyond me. Mythos, perhaps? Or Mr. Galdren? Any suggestions?
None that I can think of now. If Miss Ginny isn't practicing the ways of minor resurrections, then she would be our only hope. Besides that, we don't really have the means.
I will think on it. And Ginny will come and sit over here. And sit crisscross applesauce on the ground. And try to think of her studies. And if anything comes to mind. She remembers anything that maybe she overlooked. Something that was on a test at some point.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. He cries a little.
Maybe
It's sad.
reviews trigonometry. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
how that's not how I resurrect Gideon.
Come on, something about resurrection. There's gotta be something.
Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras. No, it's not there. Wrong sheet. I almost sang out the algebraic formula, but that was not the time.
Well. Genevieve, I do... I hope you don't mind the interruption, but... How long entirely does the spell you cast on him last?
Let me see. Actually. It lasts for about 10 days. So that's basically how much time we have before I have to cast it again. Technically, I could keep him preserved indefinitely. But he would be one more person to carry along with us who can't walk himself.
To mention, we greatly relied on his supply of food.
Yeah, as much as I complained, I might actually miss that.
Well, 10 days it is. I suggest sitting here for perhaps 2 to fully recover and think of ways to try and bring him back. But if nothing can be thought of, it's not a great comfort, but, you do realize that soldiers pass away on the battlefield every day. And knowing the risks, he still signed up, as that was his occupation.
I know.
It was
I know,
never easy
Captain.
getting through the demon waste. It was always a possibility for any of us.
Aye, that be true.
Indeed. And honestly, the rest of you fought very well. There was only one tactical error, and it was, in fact, Gideon rushing forward. But without that sort of sacrifice, the chances are much more likely that more of us would be in the same predicament.
That
And
thing
he
was determined to silence us. It got away with what it could, and it got very close to doing exactly what it intended to.
Precisely. I just wanted you to know you all fought well. This is not your fault.
I was unprepared. I had the time to learn spells that I would need for this kind of thing, and I favored others, more combat-oriented, more destructive.
Who was going to teach you those spells, Genevieve?
I had the opportunity to learn them at Osen's Chapel.
Ah, pity.
I took time to learn other ones, but not that one. I didn't think I would. Offense is the best defense, so they say. That's what I favored. And now we're here. I suggest we all rest, and in the morning we'll decide whether we take him with us or lay him to rest.
As I Genevieve, 2 days.
Good.
Prefer to call first watch, or shall I?
I would prefer to take a later one if possible. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with my regular routine this night.
Very well.
I'll take the first 2 watches and then I'll take my rest.
I will take the 4th watch then if no one is opposed.
I'll join you for that one.
I suppose I'll stay up with Mr. Flo.
All right, who's first watch?
Me and Flo.
Okay, everyone else, sleepy time.
Yep.
Except for Gideon, who permanent sleepy time.
Permanent sleepy time.
I mean, he is sleeping, just the permanent one. He's gonna feel so well rested when he wakes up.
Oops. I lost you for a second. You just disappeared off the map.
It's because it's so tiny!
Why is
My
it so
sleepy-
small?
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, me too. Mine is also small.
What's small?
The sleeping pose.
Our sleepy
Our
pose.
quote sleeping emotes.
Oh my god.
The Yamcha poses.
The Yamcha
Swing.
poses. I remember those.
Before Galdren heads off to sleep, places in the hands of Gideon a small stone with a rune word carved in it. As he puts it in his hands, he walks by to slumber.
God, he's such a cool dwarf.
Yeah.
Here, take this rock. Thank you.
Rock
Dang it.
stone
Thank you,
flavor,
mysterious dwarf over here. Arrives, saves you, gives you rock, doesn't elaborate, leaves.
Have a rock.
Here, take this rock I found.
I want.
Okay, as everybody enters their sleepy deepy time, Farryn and Flo make me perception checks. Skibbity bop bop, skibbity beep beep. Alright, as time begins to pass, the gray wastes as the winds blow, you will notice something. There is a light that seems to be growing from one of your companions. Hold on. Come on. Do it. Do the thing! It's not doing the thing. Okay. Hello? Please?
Where is Mythos on the map? Where did he...
He's-
Oh, he's
he's-
so small. I missed him. I was like, where is he?
And you
He's
need
right
those.
there.
I might be able to fix this.
There.
Oh my god. Am I
He's
blinded?
Oh!
You
Am
will
I
see-
blinded?
You will see that light begins to emanate outwards from Mythos, shining from the robe that he wears over his body.
That is new.
Indeed, it's almost blinding. Should we wake him up?
I don't know.
You know what? I think we should.
He does need his sleep, though.
You can get it right after we wake him up. Hey, Mythos! He'll grab him. Mythos!
So
Wait,
she's shaken by a Batman.
Boy, you're glowing, boy!
Oh gosh, you're not just going to wake everyone,
so
are
bright
you?
in here.
That's you, Mythos. That's at least your robe.
Go look down at his glowing robe. His halo is also glowing slightly brighter. Oh. What is happening to me?
Well,
Oh.
you don't know. You're the one who's attuned to it.
He will take a moment as she says this to close his eyes and just focus and meditate on it for a bit to try and discern what's going on with this.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, please.
Alright.
Hallelujah.
Nice.
One moment, please.
The tome has been cracked.
If only we knew what his shoes did.
Well, that was the good Arcana roll for the day, so when we go to identify his shoes later, we're just gonna roll like sub 10 and it's
Yeah.
like,
Wah, wah, wah.
My gaze! No, my gaze!
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, if y'all can't identify my J's, I can't crease my J's.
I want us to go like 3 days of failing to identify it, and then like on the last day we identify it, and it's just a pair of shoes that let non-elf races sleep like elves and only need 4 hours. So it's useless for Flo anyway.
Imagine.
He'd be big, and then he'd be like, "Oh, this will be good for me." Side eyes everybody.
That's right.
Damn.
Would be funny. Very funny.
A bunch of he's and a bunch of ha's.
Alrighty, here we go.
Oh boy. Thing is, Mythos is already so bright, you can't even see.
This shit is fucking sick, by the way.
Yeah?
Excited?
Alright, here you go. If you look in notes, I will be posting it there.
Yes.
Looking, perceiving. Third eye is opening.
Hold on, let me make it pretty.
You have become an icon. Congratulations.
Okay, and here you go. Robe of the Sainted Martyr. It is a robe. While wearing this robe, any healing you receive or give is increased by your character level. This does not stack with itself or artificial potency. If you possess key or spell slots, you may softcast the following spells per a number of times per indicated by per long rest. Healing Word times 3. Cure Wounds times 3. Prayer of Healing times 2. Revivify times 1. Whenever this creature would be defeated for the first time in combat, all of these spells refresh.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh.
Constant hallowed exposure of 6. 3
Ooh.
if you are a follower of Mytheria.
Ooh.
Well,
Man,
time to
that's good.
Bump that up.
So, what's Prayer of Healing?
Prayer of Healing is a 10-minute casting time. Big out of combat heal.
during
Yeah.
short rests.
Cool.
It was very
Okay.
good.
And whenever this creature would be defeated for the first time, so the first time Mythos would go down. Yeah.
Well, whoever's attuned to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So then someone else can just basically pick it up and put it on and
Certainly
Save the day
don't mind
No,
having
no,
a
they have
second
to be-
Well,
healer.
no, they still have to attune to it.
well
Yeah.
later, like after they attune. But
Well, no. It's a long rest is required in battle. The first time we'd go down, all those spells refresh. So you'd have to attune, which takes a short or long rest. And if you chose short, then none of the things would be refreshed because you'd have to do a long rest. So
I see. So it's more like if Mythos goes or attuned, whoever goes down in battle, then if
Yeah.
they had used all 3 healing words, all 3 healing words would be back.
correct. It's not.
I see.
It's not gameable.
So.
And soft cast
Unlock-
means no exposure.
Correct.
Yes?
Nice.
Oh.
That's
Nice.
very good.
That's what makes it very good.
Certainly don't mind a second healer. That would be great.
Wow.
Also, it has Revivify, and we found diamonds.
Yes. Mythos just continues focusing inward for a moment. And while his eyes are closed, a few tears will run down his cheek as he opens his eyes and looks to the captain. The robe has changed. I think I've unlocked something within it when we completed that trial. I think
Another
I might
memory.
be able to save Mr. Gideon. No, not a memory. Just the power within the artifact. And he's just gonna take a brief moment and then he's going to use his history brain from all the times in magic class that he was paying attention and remember how Revivify works and knows what he needs. I need to wake Mr. Galdren. And then he will go nudge the dwarf.
Aye.
And now you're blind.
Fucking great.
Mr. Galdren, do you still have those diamonds you said you had found before?
Aye, what's going on?
Something has awakened within the robes, and I think I may be able to use them to help Mr. Gideon.
Aye, you're like a glowing man. Christ. Aye,
It's quite bright.
Alright, here you go then. He pulls out of his bag and passes it to Mythos.
He'll take it, the final bit of tears dropping as he runs over towards Gideon's body. And then he'll just take a moment to, from what he's gathered from his attunement with it, and from the light radiating out from it, he will just hold the geode of diamonds for Gideon's body and just focus on attempting to use his knowledge of the arcane to pass the magics through the artifact into his own hand and through into Gideon's body to try and cast Revivify.
Those noises exactly happen? Crazy.
No.
Damn.
It's just
Sounds
being-
pretty lock and high to me.
Okay. Anyway, light will scour outward from Mythos and will anoint Gideon's corpse. Magic will do its work. And the traveler's soul is kindled once more, like the embers of a fire. Gideon, your eyes open. Breath enters your lungs. You are alive once more.
This. What happened? Where's...
Welcome
Mr.
back
Gideon,
to the
how do
land
you
of the
feel?
living.
Like a mountain fell on me. This is getting to be a really, really bad habit.
It'll kind of just like clench one of his fists.
Is anybody else hurt?
No. The rest of us were able to barely survive the encounter.
I think that's what he means by hurt.
Yes, Gideon, none of us have really rested or taken the time to tend to our wounds yet, but
Aye, we're still battered and bruised at the moment.
No one else got hurt from my stupidity. How were y'all able to revive me?
Was the robe. I guess once Galdren was able to fell the creature, that statue, something must have happened. And during the rest, Farryn and Flo noticed a glow from me. Once I awoke, I knew something was changing. And I just had to take a chance. It felt like I could do it. And I didn't want to lose another friend.
Thank you, Mythos. That means a lot.
And then he'll just get down to his knees and just let out a big sigh of relief that it actually worked.
And I'll just kind of like lay his head back down on the table. So where? And I'll just like with his eyes closed. Just... So where are we?
not too far. Just a few ruins. The usual.
Aye.
So we needed to find a secure place to rest.
Yeah, That sounds like a great idea. Everything kind of hurts a lot. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Hey, you do that. You're gonna need it.
I'll make food in the morning. And
I can't wait.
Go
Be the
drink a
best
save.
meal you've conjured.
Sorry, what'd you say, Shadow?
Said it would be the best meal you conjured. He's trying to be sentimental. He's an awkward boy.
The food is shit.
Wow, that was really awkward.
That's
Jarvis, clip that.
Wait.
Galdren puts a hand on Mythos' shoulder. You done well, lad. Well done. At least we have our friend back, it seems. Well done.
Thank you. And thank you for everything you were able to do for us in that fight.
I do what I do best. Hit really hard. And get hit harder.
All right. Well, back to bed, everyone.
Aye.
Okay, Mom. Sorry.
Captain,
Sure thing, Captain.
welcome back, Gideon.
Yay!
Doesn't
Now
say anything.
we have a surprise for someone in the morning.
Oh boy.
Dude, wake up standing over Ginny. Make you think it's a ghost, bro.
He posed for dominance.
Yeah,
You
Mythos
failed
and
me.
Mythos stand
failed
behind
me.
Gideon, and then just the blinding light with Gideon in the background. You failed me, Ginny. Now I'm dead.
Okay, that was first watch. Second watch, please.
amazing.
Same people.
Yep.
Yes.
Still us.
So. Oh, that's all.
Oh, so.
The light from Mythos is blinding his vision.
No, he suppressed it after he put it into Gideon.
No,
Okay.
it's still blinding him.
Nothing else to see. Third watch.
Got sunspots.
Yeah, it's the after effect of the glow. All right. Third watch. We're waking
Third
up.
watch.
Was it Genevieve and Mythos?
I was gonna be fourth.
Ethos was taking fourth. Yeah.
Do we
I
not
think
have
Paul
anyone
did.
for third?
I'll get up and do it then.
Nudge, nudge. Mr. Galdren, do you mind taking another watch?
Aye, no worries.
Does Ginny get woken up or no?
To you, I'm asleep.
Whether or not
Two.
you wake her up.
Two are always best.
Okay. Hey, Ginny.
Did you forget her name?
I was about to say small one, but you wanted to be more respectful. Hey, Ginny. He's trying not
Yeah.
to be, racist. Hey,
Yeah.
Ginny.
Is it my time already for a watch?
It is your time. By the way, Gideon's back alive. Alright, I'm off to sleep now.
Be as racist as you want.
I will look at him.
You see his breathing.
I did it.
I did it!
I'm sleeping next to his body. I did it. He must have come to me in a dream.
Thank you, Mytheria. Hello. Walk away.
Oh, good. Now that's happening.
Oh god.
Did it! I'm the hero!
I did it. I knew it.
Oh, man.
Oh
This has Thomas Sandoverms by his levels of gaslighting right now.
All right, we're watching. Perception, yes.
All right.
Rubs
Clear.
eyes.
Final watch.
It'll be Mythos.
Oh, he's so small. Wake up, Mythos.
Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
I think it's your watch. I don't know if somebody was partnered with you, but Galdren was up, and I took this one. I think we were the third. I'm not really sure what time it is. It's really hard to tell here in the wastes.
I look at my watch that I don't have.
Also,
Sure.
guess what? Guess what? Gideon
What?
is alive. I must have done something in my sleep.
Mythos starts to say something,
Yeah.
but we'll just cut it off and just we'll save that for the morning. He's like, I should be able to take the final watch alone if you want to finish getting your rest. I don't want to bother Mr. Gideon.
That's a
He's come
Good
back
idea.
from
Seems
a harrowing
unsurprised
situation.
that you just told him that.
he's just very confident in my abilities. That's what it is.
Oh, good.
I'm going
God,
to
the narcissism is wild in this one.
Okay.
Alright,
Perception
Narcissism
check.
is strong with this halfling.
Alright, don't screw up me. I screwed up.
Thankfully, no killing. Alright, your long rest comes to an end. Everyone may restore themselves to full hit points. If you have 5 or less exposure, you may reduce it by 1. If you have 3 or less exposure, you may reduce it by 2. If you have 2 or less exposure, reduce it completely. To your minimum, of course.
Nice. Wakes up early. Ah, yes, good. Shh. Don't disturb him. Let him sleep in as long as he can. He has a lot of resting to do.
That was the plan.
Being dead can't
Mythos is
possibly
going
be
around
good for
waking
you.
everyone else up.
Being dead can't be healthy for you. Yeah, no shit.
Expert cleric, everyone. Expert cleric. Revivifying in my sleep, you know.
Being dead can't be good for you. Yeah,
I mean, not wrong.
Also, Mythos is quite glowy today.
death is in fact the leading cause of death.
Oh,
People die when they are killed.
Flo will come out to Mythos and Ginny with the shoes in hand. Can y'all do me a favor and see if y'all can identify these shoes and tell me what they do?
Oh yes,
They
I
appear to
think
be
I looked
shoes.
at those.
If they've already rolled, they can't roll again if they don't have any new information.
They have it's been like a new day.
That doesn't matter.
You got to be fucking
No,
kidding.
you can't. You don't suddenly know more than you did before unless you actually.
I don't
have
know
new
they can try
information.
to look at it again. A new day, you know.
No,
I might figure out what they do in my sleep, you know.
My
Yeah, let Ginny sleep with them.
yeah.
Tune to 'em.
Yo, Flo's about to burn these damn J's, dude. They don't do anything good.
Considering we learned that they were shoes of sleep, I suppose it's possible.
See?
See,
That-
told you.
What?
I was right.
He will walk off.
Oh, wait, Mr. Flo, did anything happen in your sleep while you wore the shoes?
No, nothing happened. That's what I'm saying. If y'all can see what it did, I wore the shoes to sleep. Not a damn thing. Wore them through the
Enchanted
combat.
item.
Not a damn thing.
Enchanted items require intent. You have to know what they do.
I was
You have to
pretty
will them.
fucking intentful of something to happen, okay? But nothing happened.
Yes, but you have to will them to do what they're supposed to do. Intent matters.
What the fuck are you on to will them to do? What do you think you wanted me to make? Will inanimate objects? Listen, I'm not a
Mr.
magic. I
Flo.
don't do all that.
Not as a slight to your intelligence. Don't take it this way. But if you were to take your cape and you were to say, hop into a pool and try and use it as a boat, what would happen?
What?
What would happen?
You would just...
It's halfling logic. Are you seriously trying to understand it?
That's why I'm screaming. What?
What?
What? I don't have. I'm going to wake up Gideon now,
Fine.
brother Gideon, brother.
He'll be startled and wake up with a swing that just barely misses you. What?
Hey, you take a step back. Hey, brother, it's just me. It's all right. Your friendly
Sorry.
neighborhood Flo.
Sorry, Flo.
Gideon, congratulations, you're alive.
Yeah, it's good to be back. And he'll just kind of like sit up and like roll his shoulders because they're really stiff.
than
Welcome
anyone
back.
that wants this. Now that everyone's awake, give yourself one more hollowed exposure.
I would like that.
As Mythos says grace and a prayer now of Gideon's return to us.
Do I need to use my spell to feed us?
Yes, if you won't mind.
Do we do that at the beginning of the day, or do we do that at the end of the day? Like, what's the...
Normally we do it at end of the day in case I needed the spell slot, but, you know, it is what it is.
We're actually staying here for a few days. 2, according to the captain.
Well, I'm... Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, I would love some more rest, but do we have the time to do that?
I think...
Yes, Genevieve?
I think it would be wise. We're not in a terrible rush. The army is still moving ahead of us, but it moves slower than we can, so...
I'm not worried about the army.
You're not?
No. I want to...
Is indignant.
I just want to get to Matheria and get the hells out of here.
Well, no sense in rushing into it. It's what got you into this mess in the first place.
Pretty sure the giant woman come out of the ground resembling Matheria is what got him here in the first place, but, you know, what do I know?
I mean, that was the source, sure.
The rushing into it was the tactical error, and also the sacrifice through which the rest of us survived. But all that aside, we're not on a schedule. Inquisitor Trent did not give us a date to be home back in the Pale City. We have, theoretically, as long as it takes us to find Matheria and accomplish our goals.
Though sooner would naturally be best.
Of course, but resting and recuperating as necessary is to be expected.
That's what you want to do.
If you feel up to travel, I won't say no.
I don't feel up to doing much of anything, but I will do what I need to.
In any case, Gideon, I have this sword that we collected from the tree not long ago, and I've been looking it over, and I don't actually think it would be suited to me. But it has, there are things about it that make it capable of potentially restoring one's health mid-combat, as you swing it. If you feel that you would... I'm not powerful enough to keep everyone in this party up at all times. It would be another method, even a chance, of keeping you up. If you would like it.
Well,
as great as it would be to use something like that, it would cause my exposure to be much too high.
The same can be said for me, so there's not really a point in me wielding it. I don't suppose Galdren wants to wield a pretty, dainty sword?
That's not my style.
I see.
If you really want me to hold on to it, I will, Ginny. But whether or not I use it, I'm not sure that I can.
I will hold on to it for now, then.
also in terms of keeping the party members up, that's not a burden you will have to shoulder on your own anymore.
Oh?
Yes. He will gesture to the new runes glowing on his robe that's making him a very shiny boy right now.
Ooh. Looks, observes,
It
sees
appears
the etched
artifact
spells on
has
the sleeves.
awakened. Yes. And he'll roll through the spell slots on the sleeve, showing them off, and just say, apparently these robes grant the wielder the ability to pass healing on to others, and also empowers it.
Wow. See, Captain, I knew it was worth it. I knew it. And she's like looking through the spells and stuff on the sleeve and gets to Revivify and glances at Gideon and then glances at you.
Yeah.
Quite a
And then
lot.
Mythos will also say,
good.
and thankfully it doesn't cause an increase in exposure, so it's extremely safe to use this in higher situations where you might not be able to, due to the strenuous circumstances of combat. So we have an emergency
good.
backup.
That's really good. What? I'll kind of pull you aside. Why did you let me think that I did it?
Because you seemed happy, and I didn't want to steal that from you in the moment.
What? Well, now I feel like garbage. What was it worth? Look, I'm very glad that you were able to bring Gideon back to us. We need him for this mission. We do. I'm not a little girl. I don't need to be lied to for my feelings. The sooner we know the truth about things, the better. I'm tired of walking around not knowing what's actually happening. I jump to conclusions. You could have corrected me. Please, in the future, if you know something that I don't be afraid to hurt my feelings by letting me know. It might be crucial to the mission.
Very well. I'm sorry I kept this from you. I just, in the moment, thought it would be better. This is a dark and dreary place, and any spark of happiness can go a long way.
I appreciate your concern. Any spark of happiness could be also our downfall if we let our guard down. And maybe that's pessimistic of me to say, but thank you for having the ability to get Gideon back up. I'm sure that this will come incredibly in handy in the future.
I hope it can. I hope to be able to do more in the future. For you and everyone in the party.
Don't sell yourself short, Mythos. You are incredibly skilled, and I'm glad it was you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And she'll give you a little hip pat. We should get back to the group. Looks like Gideon has thrown together some breakfast. Alright.
They return.
We return.
For a hero's feast.
On the Gideon slab. Yeah, it's good.
Still bland.
Alright,
Still
not a whole lot I can do about that.
We're glad to have you back, Gideon. Thank you for this.
Thanks for the food, Gideon.
Bland
What'd you say,
food
Flo?
builds character. It's not bad at all.
Agreed. I've eaten
Insight
much
roll for insight roll for the halfling.
For me?
Well, if anything,
Yeah.
does help you build an appreciation for the finer tasting foods out there.
Wrong.
That's right. The moment we get a chance to eat something good, we will.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yes.
Wrong.
Wrong.
You
L.
are indeed incorrect.
L.
I am appreciative for what it is, such as it is.
Galdren, I presume this stone is yours.
You can keep it.
Thank you. What does it mean?
It's the rune word for journey.
Well, hopefully I don't have to go on that journey again for a long, long, long time.
Aye, let's hope that too. Aye.
Gideon, what's it like to die?
God damn it, Flo.
Not during breakfast, Mr.
What? I've never died before. I want to ask somebody who has. What's it like to die?
We're in the demon waste, Flo. You'll die certainly soon. Trust.
I suppose I am curious as well.
That's pretty fucked up to say I would die, Galdren. I wouldn't hope you died. But somebody
Look where we
did, so
are.
I kind of want to know.
Look where we are, Flo. It's not great. You know that.
It's guaranteed, brother. Very pessimistic of you.
I've seen my fair share of stuff, and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's getting worse by the day.
Well, Flo, since you asked, it's... Well, in my experience, it starts off painful, but then it quickly fades into kind of nothingness, and then you feel the last breath escape your lungs, and then next thing you know, you're opening your eyes in the dream, and full of its strange and beautifully laid out, I guess, landscapes, as best as I can describe it.
That actually sounds quite nice.
Sounds like heresy.
How is dying heresy?
Well, to hallucinate after you die?
It's
An odd
not
thought.
a hallucination. That's where everybody goes when they die. They return to the dream, and then from there to the live stream.
Anyway, finishes chewing.
I was about to say, all Mytharians make a religion check.
Yeah,
Okay.
surely not.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong. Heretic pill. Dumb idiot. Brain damaged.
Right, well, if we are all rested, and Gideon is alive, and we don't have to do any preparations for burying him, are we still planning on staying here the 2 days? Or are we getting a move on after all?
If Gideon wants to rest today, we can. If he'd rather move on, we can. I don't think we need both days. We can only spend one resting, if you're so inclined. How do you feel after you've eaten, Gideon?
It's still, everything hurts. So, again, begrudgingly, I could use another day of rest. But I don't want to be here. I would think we just go ahead and start moving, and I'll just bear it.
I agree. I think that what Gideon needs is probably to be moving and on his feet rather than laying around here thinking about how he died.
Yeah, it's something about objects in motion.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree.
And the rest of you?
I'm good to go, so I'm good to move out.
I feel fine after a good night's rest.
I am ready whenever you are.
Well,
I-
Gideon?
Could I get at least like an hour or so? There's something I need to take care of.
Frowns.
Hmm.
You're not going to speak with your foreign god in this place, are you?
Not that would be an issue, but not right now, no.
Can your foreign god identify these damn shoes?
Wait, no.
I mean, he is a god of knowledge.
He'll hand over the shoes.
Oh,
Let me
goodness.
know if you
Oh.
find anything about the shoes.
Flo,
He'll take them off his
I
feet.
thought better of you.
I would just like to know about the damn shoes. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
What-
It's not like
Is
I
it-
convert.
Is there anything written on them, Arcadum? Any kind of writing?
No.
Or rule
Mr.
book?
Flo, tolerance
They
is the
say
virtue of a man with no
N-I-K-E
conviction.
on the side. Gotta check.
Wow.
No. Sorry, friends.
3 stripes, maybe?
It's not worth it to
They are
ask
not Adidas.
a foreign deity.
Or what'd you say, Farryn?
It's just not worth it to ask a foreign deity about a pair of shoes.
No, agreed.
It's not worth it to ask a foreign deity much of anything, but that's beside the point.
I mean, listen, Gideon's on our party. As much as I disagree with his beliefs, we're obviously tolerant of it or he wouldn't be around, so I might as well ask.
No, Mr. Gideon and his beliefs are a tool in the moment. Tolerance is the virtue of a man with no convictions, Flo. I thought better of you.
Listen, you can feel how you want to feel, but...
So, wait, Ginny, is that the only reason you brought me back? Is because I'm a tool to be used?
You are a soldier in this mission, are you not?
Yeah, Ginny, why did you bring her back?
Gideon, Genevieve did not bring you back.
I know she didn't, but...
Sorry, I'll shut up.
But it's
Sorry.
she's making it seem like the only reason I was brought back at all was because I am just a tool to be used for this group.
Mr. Gideon, I don't mean any offense by that. I am a tool of Mytheria. We are doing a job. We are soldiers. Are you still a soldier? Or have you changed?
Just because we're soldiers doesn't mean we're tools, Ginny. There is a difference.
Yes, I learned that difference on our last mission. When I failed.
What was your last mission?
We were recovering an artifact, which you'll gesture over to Farryn's rod. It was successful in a way, but it was fraught with all sorts of things I'd rather not discuss.
Fair enough.
She will glance over at Gideon, frowning.
Well, I do agree with Ginny's statement. I think she could have worded it better. He is fighting and protecting us as we do our duty. Excuse me. He is our brother in arms for the time being, though he does have different beliefs, and I do disagree with him.
Mr. Flo, I believe that his god is real. Okay? I believe that it has power. I've encountered powerful foreign deities already. I'm not discounting its ability, but I am also not discounting their ability to meddle. Foreign deities are meddlesome beings.
I wouldn't know. I've only dealt with Mytheria. Well, I haven't dealt with Mytheria, but that's all I believed in.
Well, once we finish this mission, hopefully you'll get to.
I'd rather pass on dealing with heretical gods, but, you know.
Yes.
I think he meant actually learning about what Mytheria truly is, and not just what some 500-year-old scripture says she was.
We've seen what she was. With our own eyes. We need to bring her back for... We need to bring her back for multiple reasons, Gideon. Obviously, she made a mistake. Before she was a goddess. Something went wrong. We know all sorts of details about this, as scattered as they are. I would like to know the full truth.
As would I.
Find it in your way if you must. But please, think about what you do before you do it. Lest you bring down something horrible on us. Like we just went through. I don't think we can do that twice in a row.
Weren't you rather for exploring what the robe had to offer, Genevieve?
Yes, I was. And now we've learned. We have the burden of knowledge. It tried to crush us. Now we have an artifact that is powerful. And it will be helpful, just like Mr. Flo and I suspected it would be.
You're missing the point.
Have paid a cost. Gideon died.
Gideon, we'll move out in 1 hour. You can do as you wish.
Thank you.
And for the record, Gideon, regardless of the views of the others, I brought you back because I consider you a friend. Your beliefs might not align with mine, but you chose to be here of your own accord. And for that I am grateful.
Tolerance is one thing, but it does not beget acceptance. And we all know that.
Maybe it's time for that to change. And to allow acceptance to reach into the continent.
Perhaps. We will see what Mytheria says when we retrieve her.
We will.
And
Alright, Gideon.
with that,
What you gonna go do?
I'm just gonna go over in this corner,
Okay.
and go into my backpack and pull out a journal and some charcoal and begin writing down the events that we observed in the memory.
Okay. Anything else after that?
No, I think that's all for right now.
As you wish. After a brief moment of doing some nerd book stuff, Gideon returns to the party.
Oh, thank you for the hour. I think I got everything that I needed to get done, situated.
Very well. Mr. Flo, shall we move out?
Sounds good to me. Want me to let me stealth this all before we move out and do anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eight. Which direction are we heading, guys?
I believe it was south, following the army.
Sounds good to me.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I've been excited for this one. Alright, here we go. Okay, next set.
Survival?
Yep.
We'll get another 18. Do it.
Oh,
Sorry. I did roll an 18.
The base roll is an 18. It
Hey, the
counts.
base roll is an 18, brother. I did as you requested.
Instructions were not clear.
Instructions
What
were not
instructed?
clear. I
you
put
should
my
have
finger in the toaster.
specified.
Instructions unclear. Put
You
hammer
see
in
a
toaster.
massive pulse of energy scour out towards you from the formation of stones and bone to the south. You will feel the light of the sacred rod protect you from this pulsing wave of corruption. Survival checks.
I did not like that at all.
No, but at
We
least
must be
the
getting
rod
closer.
protected us.
Thank Thirain for the rod.
Ooh,
Mythos goddess.
As they're walking a little bit through the wastes, Gideon will approach Farryn one. Hey, Farryn, can I ask you a question?
Of course. What is it?
Why exactly are you doing this?
What do you mean?
Like being a part of the church, rescuing Mytheria, doing this mission. Is it because you actually believe in Mytheria, or is it just because you were ordered?
Those are three somewhat different and complicated answers. But the simplest of all is yes. I joined the church to prove a point. And because I was forced to. And through that process, I came to realize that what they taught was better, on the whole, for the majority of people. Eventually, I came to believe. And, in a rather steadfast way, I'm very stubborn, you might have noticed. I have chosen to devote my life to enlightening others. I am a soldier, yes, and I have my orders from Inquisitor Trent. But I like to think that he was swayed to allow this mission in the first place. From what I told him. After all we've learned, albeit through, perhaps disreputable sources, the church is not what it once was, and if there's any way of fixing it, and any way of fixing the continent, maybe not in a quick manner, nothing is ever so fast. I think our best hope is to rescue Mytheria. And there's no greater honor than to save what I have been so affected by, what I have come to believe.
And if what Mytheria says and does is the exact opposite of what you've been taught, what will you do then?
I presume some of it may be, because we know about the dogmas being less than
False.
correct. Yes, I suppose. And if that's the case, it would not be the first time it's happened in my life. Do not forget, I grew up with a druid family. Everything I learned, everything I was taught, my entire childhood, was proven to be incorrect. And I have changed. As long as what Mytheria says is for the betterment of the continent, then I will follow it.
I'm a little confused. What was wrong about what the druids were saying and doing?
Have you ever experienced when someone draws upon too much magical power? The problems it causes, not just for them, but for those in the surrounding area?
I've a few times on this continent, I've seen what it can do.
So have I. The druids teach that there is nothing incorrect about that, I suppose. Would be an understandable term.
So are you saying they just willy-nilly cast magic every which way and not care what effect it has on the people and the land around it?
Somewhat. They do cast willy-nilly. They pretend to care.
That hasn't ever been my experience with druids.
No.
Usually they're ones that you have to forgive me, I'm not too big on the green oath, but it's usually they're there to help the land and put it at ease, I guess is the best way I could put it, or regulate it. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. And what help in our broken continent have you seen generations of druids achieve?
Well, I haven't seen too many druids around here. I think we've ran into maybe one in my tenure here.
Precisely.
So how can they do what they need to do if they're not around to do it?
They're not around for a number of reasons. Some, I assume, feel nothing needs done. Others, I presume, see something needs done but don't know how to do it. Others attempt to make a change, but the change is more likely than not wrong. Most of them sit and talk about it and argue pointlessly.
I've seen lots of Mytharians do that as well.
Yes. And yet Mytharians also get results. Like we're about to do.
Well, that's the hope anyway. But, I'll leave you be. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
answering my questions.
Do let me know if you have any more.
Will do. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask.
She'll just nod.
In the back of his mind, he knows you're not going to ask him anything.
Nope.
All right, here we go. After this survival check, there are no more hazards. As you come to a strange-looking signpost made out of bone and stone, you will see etched into this signpost something written in Wicked, something written in another language you don't understand, and something written in Corvin. In Corvin, it states, "You are entering the realm of Mistress Magentas. From this point forward, violence is prohibited unless sanctioned."
Quizzical look.
Who is this Mistress at Magentas? Can I make a history check on that? Does that?
None of you gotta have the skills for this.
No idea.
No idea.
Oh.
All I know is what happened here. That's the best I can give you.
Very
Violence prohibited.
If you give me a minute, I might be able to read the other two.
If you please. You don't think they'll say the same?
I mean, who knows? It could. It could not.
Well, by all means, find out then.
Very well. You will spend 10 minutes to ritually cast Comprehend Language.
Arcadum, anything I can gain from the skill of investigation?
You mean the mastery?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I tell you when that can be activated.
Roger.
Alright, Gideon, you ritual cast Comprehend Language?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It says the same thing.
All right.
At least we know.
Yeah, it says the same thing. Although why it needs to be in 3 different languages, I guess
I
many
imagine
can't-
because some of us can't understand all of them, yes?
Yeah. I realized that as I said it.
I don't suppose you understood what the second language was, what it's called.
No, comprehend languages
Yeah.
does not do that.
No, it doesn't tell me what it was, but it just tells me what it says.
Well, I wonder how far her boundary stretches.
Obviously up
Those-
to this point, and probably all the way to the center.
I suppose since violence is prohibited, one can be expected to converse, communicate. We should ask, I suppose, but trust no one.
Do we see anything around here, like after the sign?
Beyond it, you can see about a half day's journey, several lights, as well as the beginnings of the stone structure.
Do you suppose it's a town?
In the demon
Possibly.
waste?
I mean, with enough demons, it's possible that they had some sort of coalition to build something up.
And from the vision that we saw, the waste wasn't always a desert.
Yes, well, it is now.
They might have just inhabited what was already there as it fell to ruins.
Well, only one way to find out is to keep moving forward.
What does the army look like, Arcadum? Is it like around here still?
It is marched ahead of you.
So it did not stop at the stone structure.
No, it is at the stone structure, and it seems to have stopped.
Ah,
Well,
do you suppose is sanctioned for violence? If we were to boldly march in ourselves, would we be attacked?
I imagine there are rules. I imagine all parties would be told, but you never know.
It's probably unlikely that they'll just attack us outright. We probably have to do something to warrant it. Being as it may, I don't know what would warrant it.
Unless it's sanctioned to kill outsiders, of course.
This is a discomforting thought, Captain, but fair.
One must think of everything, Genevieve.
You say that like we haven't thought of it. Right, well, are we going in?
I don't think we have a choice.
That is the direction we are going.
Well, we've got to go through, so
Aye, let's head on then.
I'll do my best to hide us as we'll make our way through.
Very well.
Alright. As you approach, eventually, you find yourselves walking upon a road seemingly conjured up from the ground. No other bared markings of construction can be seen, leading in either direction as you continue on your way. Eventually, whilst moving through, you happen upon a bend in the road that turns to a more civilized cut. You see a massive pool of water that looks more akin to ichor. The area begins to take on an unnatural darkness. Not of pure darkness, but almost an eerie twilight. And finally, you arrive to here. One moment, please.
Uno momento, por favor.
Uno momento, por favor.
Por favor? Yes, that's how you say it.
Por favor.
Yep,
Por
that's
favor.
Spanish, all right.
Grassy ass, poor
El
favor.
esquabo taco.
Hence-
Quesadilla.
Yep,
Suffer Merciless.
yep, that's Spanish, all right. That's indeed Spanish.
Yes, the language of praying to glory.
Horchata.
That
Let me know when you are loaded.
did you say corchata? Waymaker.
I said horchata.
I mean,
Horchata.
Are you gaslighting
So good at
him?
Spanish, guys. I'm gaslighting him.
No,
Alright, I am loaded.
I'm in.
I'm in.
my body hurts. I'm in it.
I'm loaded.
Shadow.
I'm in.
Yay.
One moment, please. Okay. All right. And so I need you to make immediate perception checks as you arrive in the area.
Mythos got some probably roll like shit.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm caught up in all the bad Spanish.
All right, up ahead you can see that there are several humanoids that seem to be moving around in the shadows of this twilight. You can also hear the sound of wing flaps, guttural languages, the likes of which that you don't quite recognize. And you will also see an ethereal light emanating from here. It is bright and noticeable. The water here appears to almost look like starlight as you gaze upon it. What do you do?
Quake in my boots.
This pool is actually water, not ichor?
You don't know.
Give it a little taste.
I
I am a little thirsty.
recommend not touching. Not at first.
I have a bad
Yeah.
feeling about this.
Touch.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch the space water.
Blow will drink
Hey.
it. No, just kidding. It jumps into the pool water.
Well, shall we proceed?
Yes. The last thing we need to do is sit still in a place like this.
Hey, would you like me to move the party as one?
Yeah,
Please.
Okay.
at what point can we?
Please gather
do
your
we think
party.
Flo would
Oh,
like to
dang it.
investigate the pool of ichor when we get close enough to look at it. Obviously, we're looking at rocks right now.
All right. You get to about this point, and you will see these creatures. They appear to be on guard.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
See,
Wow.
That's really
It's my type of lady. So what's up?
Our gods.
They do not seem to notice you.
Oh, the stealth maybe not.
Our stealth is so good, we can walk right past them.
What is
I-
Let's keep it moving. Real slow, like.
When you get to about
Keep-
here, you will feel the entirety of the earth beneath you start to shake. A burst of magic will summon beneath your feet, and you will see that each of these creatures turn and look towards your position. They do not make any other hostile motions. Their eyes look directly on you. You will then hear someone call out, "Oh, oh yes, that is enough of that. Thank you very much. Come forward, we don't have all day." is you will see this guy.
Cool. Cool.
I'll cross myself.
I like his
Didn't carry
shoes.
his name.
It would be nice to have cool shoes, right?
Okay,
Would
now
be
you
real
guys
nice.
can move independendly. Yes, hello, yes, Corvin, yes. All right, no, too close. Back up. Thank you. Hello, I am Xenophiel. I am the herald of her mighty mistress, Magntos. I'm here to explain the rules and regulations to participate in the soul market. As you are mortals, Mistress Magntos has ensured that there will be no violence spread upon this place. Anyone who breaks this rule shall face the wrath of the Black Maidens. However, this protection does not go to any sorts of deals for souls or otherwise that you may find yourself participating in, nor any other agreements, games, or challenges that you have allowed yourself to participate within. Do you have any questions?
Many. However, Captain, I'll let you take the lead on this.
Is any currency accepted?
If you wish to exchange currency, you may speak with Hidu Monosuke. He is found nearby at the currency tent. He can also provide any sorts of procurements that you're particularly looking for. You will then notice your regalia. Ah! Mytharians. He'll roll his eyes.
Straightens shoulders, then slumps a little.
Will that be a problem?
No, the mistress does not care for anyone's religion, as long as you are here for dutiful commerce and respectable exchange. Keep your sword sheathed, and we will not kill you.
Understood. Is there any information you could tell us about your mistress?
There are many things I could tell you about my mistress, but that is not a part of my, required duties, so I will kindly, if you have no other relevant questions to the rules as per stated, I would ask you to kindly fuck off.
Understood. Does anyone have any questions about the rules?
Which direction to the market?
Well, if you possess eyes, you will see that there is a market behind me. If you do not possess eyes, perhaps you might acquire some at the market, which is directly behind me.
Feeling the sarcasm, he will just nod his head. Thank you.
Very good. You may fuck off now.
Thank you, you've been most accommodating.
Okay, hold on there. I gotta.
We're fucking off like he told us to.
I gotta generate things as you take your stroll.
Ah, good.
There's all kinds of demons round here. All
Oh
right.
boy.
As you get to around here, you can see these two seem to be discussing something. Yep. Evil. Yep.
Can I hear what they're saying?
They are talking in Wicked.
I speak Wicked.
In that case, you overhear. I need to fix my glaive. Your glaive is fine, but what if I'm not selected? You will be selected. Everyone knows they are calling all of us. Every single one of us for what's coming. Yes, but I want to be in charge. You know that you won't be able to be in charge anyway. You don't have the temperament for it. Why is it you always doubt me? First, it was the commander, and now it is you. I thought we had something special. Please don't make a scene.
I invoke the tide of chaos.
Alright, and it looks like those demons are doing some infighting. They got some... I think they might be dating or some shit, I don't know. That's their business.
Well, I would stay with the group and not wander off by yourself.
I'm only going right here. I just want to check out the water. I ain't gonna touch it or drink it or nothing. I just want to take a better gander at it. I'll be right there.
As you get to the water, you will see that rising up in front of you, in the water, you will see this creature slowly lumber upwards.
I will speak wicked at the giant. Hey, what you doing in the water, bro? He'll lose the accent when he speaks wicked.
As you speak wicked to him, he will then turn upon you, and he will say, "Siesta."
Did he speak wicked back to me?
Yes.
Siesta?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
what's a siesta?
Que deseas?
What?
Que deseas?
What the? Are you speaking Spanish?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
It's like, ¿Qué? No entiende.
He will then bring up his hands. Fuego caliente.
Sí.
Agua fría.
Ah.
And then he will sink beneath the water.
Okay. All right, fucking.
He's cooling off to take a nap, for those who didn't understand.
Thank you. Thank you. I just did.
That was for chat, not
Master
you.
interpreter.
Mr. Flo.
Comprehend language.
So I love the orcs and the demons speak Spanish.
No.
All right.
The orcs speak Cuban Spanish.
Oh, okay. That's
Because they are only part demon.
right.
Mr.
All
Flo.
right.
I don't think it...
When I speak as a celestial or a demon, I speak in Castile Spanish.
Okay. I'm going to investigate the water.
It
now.
matters!
Mr.
Okay?
Flo.
I tried very hard to make it cool!
It's cool. It's cool. I just didn't. I did.
Make an Arcana check. Oh, do you have it trained? No? Good. Leave.
I can't.
Mr. Flo.
The DM just kicked me in the nuts because I didn't play ball.
I don't think it's wise to cavort with the demons, unless absolutely necessary. Don't touch things.
Damn.
Just wanted to investigate the damn pool.
Alright. You can roll an investigation, but there's no trigger on your mastery.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it.
I'm sorry.
With a 19.
Good roll.
You will see that is neither water nor ichor. It almost looks metallic in a way.
That's weird. Are they paying extra? Are y'all?
We're walking away. I gave you my warning, and I'm walking away.
He talked to giants. I'm walking away.
Do it, touch it.
As you walk up to here, you will see that the black maidens watch you, but do not move to intercept you.
I'm gonna walk up and put not my good hammer, but one of my spare hammers into the pool of ichor and see what happens by then. But not put my physical hand.
Oh,
in there,
hold on.
Oh god, he's fucking around.
Okay, so hold on over there, guys.
Okay, hold him.
So you put a hammer into the ichor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You pull out a handle.
All right. Well, it ain't for me.
Damn.
I'm gonna fuck right off.
I hope Flo is joining us soon.
I don't like your take of your nonsense.
He'll walk up and just immediately start talking to him. Oh yeah, calmete, okay?
They leave.
Oh, okay.
They jump up here. Once again, no problems here, no problems here. When you get to about this point, this creature will come out of this tent.
Jump.
God. Thanks.
Hand flinches towards weapons and then remembers not probably to do that.
Have you? It will speak in Corvin. Have you heard the word of Agamemnon?
We're not interested, thank you, sir.
There's so many things that can be shown. He then kind of gestures behind him, and you will see that there is a creature in the back on a pile of bedding with its legs spread. So many truths that can be found.
I think they're trying to fuck us. I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Very tempting, thank you. Raises a hand, joins flow.
Wall.
I ain't touching that.
I don't want my wiener to fall off.
Glance back at Gideon.
Oh,
How does Gideon feel?
This place is a den of debauchery.
Okay,
We
you
should
see,
not be here.
you see these three just kind of chilling around this fire. We know things, we know things, we know things more than them. We know things, yes we do. We know things, how about you? They look at you.
We know things.
Wrong.
Engage. Don't, just leave it be.
Wrong.
They're weird bird creatures. Don't play into it. Oh, by the way, the weird water, it's not water. It's more like metallic. It's
You touched it?
No, I didn't touch it.
Are you a toddler, Mr. Flo?
No, listen, woman, please. I put one of my spare hammers into it to see what it would do, and it melted the hammer, so it's very corrosive. So all I have is the
Hammer.
All right, I'm gonna keep it.
They seem to like your
Toddler.
Farryn smiles.
I'm a
Boy, dead toddler.
Matheria. Matheria, blessings be upon you, creatures. Let's keep it pushing.
Ew.
Oh, go ahead. Repeat it.
I look
How
over
dare
here.
you? Repeat what I just said.
I look over here.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Soon I will finally get her to look at me. You're going to die.
I'm gonna immediately look at them and say, Wicked, y'all have relationship problems too?
What are you speaking?
Get stepping, Morty. They look away.
Oh, jeez, Rick!
He'll be. Oh, listen, pendejo. I've probably been around a little longer than you. Okay.
Jumps.
I didn't think so.
Mr. Flo, you speak demon?
I speak a bit, abyssal and wicked.
You're not afraid that speaking their words will corrupt you in some way?
I have hunted these creatures for a long. Oh my god.
Great.
You see this creature appear.
That's a lot of mouths. I've hunted these creatures for very
It
long.
will walk up towards this creature here. It will slip it some meat, and then we'll go back to its duties.
Alright. That's
Those
some...
And it
interesting
has
place.
my pearls.
Like a demon dog. Very strange demon dog.
This is getting weirder by the minute.
I agree with you, Galdren, but we gotta find our way through this place to get to where we need to go.
I know that, but this place is a fucking... I don't know anymore.
Jennifer.
All right. When you get to about this point, you will hear the sound of clanging metal. Ding, ding, ding. Galdren, perception check advantage. The depth of the ring of the steel. The pitch of its melody. That is a dwarvish anvil.
Mr. Galdren, where are you going?
Where are you going? Where are you going, Galdren? You hear something you like?
Alright, as you come around the corner here, you will see that there is an anvil, and at it you will see a shirtless, black-skinned dwarf with a long white beard and tied back hair. Infernal fire can be seen etched along his back as he slams his hammer down onto the anvil. And you see this guy.
Oh, he's cool as fuck.
Ooh.
Wow.
That guy definitely fucks.
Yeah, that thing at the entrance.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, this is
Ding. He looks like a dwarf. Somewhat. Galdren.
Aye, he approaches. Curious.
He would speak wicked to the creature. Hola, compadre! ¿Cómo estás?
He will look up. Keep your demon speak to yourself, elf. And what of
Elf?
you, Sky Brother? You walk with elves now?
Hey!
I might do, but they're more friends than elves to me.
Whatever you say. And what brings a surface teat up here?
Aye. More or less browsing. This soul market, they call it.
Browsing? Well, if you're browsing, then perhaps you might look at some of me wares. You might be a milksop skin, but at least you're better than these humies. Last thing I need around here is a bunch of sussanocts. Or worse yet, Aeronoct, as he looks pointedly at Flo.
Aye.
Oh, fuck, you know I'm an elf, though.
Dwarf, they can.
Because his inner fire burns with hatred.
He can literally smell the leaves on you.
Yes. It's a scent-based thing, Flo. Do you know nothing?
Hey, I didn't say that in character!
How did he know?
How did he know?
Well, I'll be
Broken.
Mr. Flo and Elf. This explains a great number of things.
He'll turn around. Yes, I'm an elf. I've been around for just short of 300 years. He'll flash his face and then put his mask right back on.
Ooh.
Can't you tell? Smells like leaves. He'll spit in his fire. Go back to crafting his infernal steel longsword that he's currently making.
Aye. Well,
Seeing as how you're kind of looking at his sword, he's like what you see, Surface.
I appreciate a good weapon, but not one that looks infernal, I'm afraid.
What's wrong? Afraid of a little heat? Come over here. Let me show you something that the kinsmen have kept from you. You a Corvin dwarf?
Aye.
And you barely even know what you are. I'm not one for teaching, but you can watch if you want to learn a few things about your own people. What's your name, soft skin?
Galdren, Clan Greyspine.
Greyspine. Can't say I've heard of it. Unlikely you've heard of mine as well, considering I'm not from these parts. But your name has been given, and I, in turn, shall give you mine. I am Dalengar Rotfire.
Aye, pleasure, Rotfire.
Aye. Well then. So, you probably might be wondering what I am. You can see it on your face. Well, I, much like you, am a dwarf, yes. But I come from the depths below, those sons still loyal to their father, Astaroth. On the human tongue I am called Dwergar. In our tongue I am true son.
Aye. Interesting. Never seen one of you before.
Aye. Especially rare in these parts. Bang. Bang.
How long have you been working in this forge of yours here?
Not too long. 100 years or so. I came over some time ago. Actually, it's a bit of a funny story, really. Almost sold into slavery, I was. Maybe when I'm more in me cups, I'll be feeling reminiscent. Suffice to say, I've been here long enough to know that this place ain't gonna last much longer. Starts slamming his hammer down. Mortals here don't even know how to work the infernal. Last I heard, last time they tried that, they made this great beast of a machine rampage right across the wastes, it did. But, he'll smile, works for me, gave me lots of new materials to work with.
Aye, sounds interesting enough.
Aye. Probably just some soft skin shaming himself. Anyway, he'll kind of look over as he sets the infernal steel into the water to cool it. And then he'll bring it back up. So what brings you out this way? Really?
He leans over to everyone next to him. It's more of a personal matter, but nonetheless, we stumbled across this market and arranged to find a place where no fighting is happening, to be true.
Well, that Mistress Magintosh runs a pretty tight ship. You're relatively safe here, I suppose. At least until the whole army gets gathered and we ship out. But that won't happen for a little bit longer, so you might as well enjoy the pretense.
Aye. Well, it's been a interesting pleasure to make your acquaintance then.
I understand things to do and all that. It was a treat to see one of my kin, even if it's, they'll look you up and down, a soft one. Tell you what, 'cause I'm feeling particularly generous. What you've been drinking? Some swill from the humans, or worse yet, some of that elf blood? Fucking Aeronauts. You don't put fruit in your alcohol. It doesn't even make sense.
I don't even drink.
I wasn't talking to you, Aeronaut. I look back over to Galdren. Well, what have you been drinking?
I've been drinking the normal swill that the locals serve in taverns as I pass by. I still miss the finer stout of a dwarven ale.
Aye, and I bet the kind of stout you've had from the soft... tell you what. Before you will leave here, I've got to finish this work. Come by when night falls. I'll make sure you're properly wetted. Call it recompense for good conversation and a pleasant surprise. Just, try to lose the Aeronauts if you can.
I understand.
I'll give you a
Take care,
nod,
then.
and he'll go back to his work. Ting. Ting. It's been a long time since I roleplayed a Dwergar. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Mr. Flo, an elf.
Yeah, we have time to discuss it later.
It does explain why he's able to stay up for such a long period of time.
Aye, that was a pleasant surprise, to be honest. Never expected that.
Mr. Galdren, are you
Yes.
wanting to go and accept his offer later tonight?
That's a dead end.
Well, that all depends what other shenanigans we're getting ourselves into before that.
Let me know if you do end up going. We'll send someone else along with you. Not one of us, of course. Perhaps Gideon.
Aye. I'm sorry
What,
about his
Gideon?
manners upon that.
Please,
No
Captain,
trouble.
I volunteer.
Gideon? Gideon?
Please.
Be fair, Ginny. Gideon is probably one of the least out of place of our group in this area.
Hold on, I'm lighting torches.
Raise his
I
eyebrow.
suppose he does look like a demon. You have a point.
What specifically would you have to bring to the conversation, Genevieve?
A demon.
I know
I'm
they're not.
not a
They probably
demon.
can't tell the difference.
But I am certain they can.
Shut up, God.
But anyway,
Tact, Captain.
tact.
You'll see this Kazan drinking.
Oh goodness.
What is it
Oh
drinking?
boy.
Can I tell?
It's drinking from a pot. You don't think it's water.
Alright. Anything in this tent?
The tent flap is closed.
I'm not going to investigate it. Well, do I hear anything coming from the tent?
Make me a perception check.
Not my business.
Nope.
Maybe other people can hear what's coming from the tent.
It would be a risk, but the chance to learn something would be inevitable
You went to listen.
crucial.
I had a... Hold on. He'll get a little closer. Hey, Captain. I
Yes.
did, because I can speak the languages. He'll whisper in her ear. I heard them talking about preparing for something coming soon. I don't know what that means, but they're prepping for something. Something big.
Were you
The-
also listening to what the smith said?
Yes, but I was more like... Yes, I was listening to it. They might be moving out, but it's... outside of the Smiths, even the lower guards are fighting for who's going to be in control. They really are looking forward to what's coming next.
Unless I misinterpreted, the smith said that even the town wouldn't be safe anymore because of the army moving out. Keep gathering information, put it all together.
Oh. Alright, sounds good. Do you want me to make another stealth check, or am I still good with the 33, Arcadum?
You're not stealthing this whole
We're
time.
not.
You're being
We're walking in the middle
actively
of the street.
observed. Yeah.
We're literally talking to people.
I'm gonna make
Okay.
another stealth check.
What are you hiding behind, bud?
You know what? Do I get a sense outside of this person that we're being watched by anybody else?
Yes.
Like literally everybody looks at
Everybody.
us as we walk by.
Fuck. Well, I don't see anybody else closely but him, but I'm not gonna take a chance then. Never mind. Fuck it.
The others aren't important enough for tokens.
Listen, I'm looking out of the character. I'm looking for the fucking Joker, baby. I want that smoke.
God damn it.
I want that
He's
smoke.
looking for him.
Farryn, because you walked closer, you overhear this. Oh! Punish me! Ah!
Amazing.
Ah!
She'll just ignore it and keep going.
Okay.
You hear anything, Farryn?
Yes. Do you not?
What?
Do I hear anything now that I'm closer? Well, now I do. That's enough for now.
Perhaps you should clean your ears.
Hey, there's sometimes the mask is...
Use the corkscrew!
What? What was that?
You want to go
Hey,
back and
that's a
listen?
new that's a new level of fuck. I don't want there to get nowhere near that.
You know what?
I believe Gideon said it best. A town full of debauchery.
Die.
I'm looking for a shirt. I'm looking for a certain demon. They knew of our presence when we first walked in, when the first army took off. It looked like a clown.
And your purpose for finding such an individual?
Everybody has their own things to worry about.
When you get to here, you will see this fucking nerd reading a book in the light of the torch brazier. Okay.
Wow, very handsome.
Okay.
Very vampire-like.
Soft features.
Is that a red and a blue eye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tall boy.
Oh no, he's a Lanternbridge. No, I'm joking.
Well, there's nothing else. Does this lead up somewhere else, Arcadum? Like this little pathway?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Are they imposing on our path on purpose, or is that just
Yes.
the map running out? Okay. Well, we can't go anywhere
You will
else,
over
but-
here. Oh my goodness. No, that can't be. Perhaps I could. No. Maybe. No, yes, no.
Pardon me.
Ah! And I'll turn around. Oh, Jimmy, my son! Move over here.
What language did he just talk to us in?
Oh, Farryn knows that language.
Oh, it's Elvish, I think.
I promise, Elvish is somewhat different.
That was not Elvish.
I don't know. I speak not that.
Halfling. Yes.
Yes.
I speak 4 languages, and that was not one of them.
I suppose.
Seeing as how you're still looking. Can I help you?
Curious, what brought a scholar such as yourself to a place like this?
Oh, I am here for, sorry, Corvin is one moment. Don't cast the spell. Bloop. Ah, that's better. You should be able to understand me now.
Yes.
We do.
Steps forward, wind blowing through his hair. Greetings. I am Hido Monosuke. And whom are you, fair maiden?
Pleased to meet you. I am Captain Inkholdt.
Very well, Captain of Mytheria. Wait, Mytheria? What brings a Mytherian out here?
I believe I asked you a question first.
What was it?
What brings a scholar out here?
Oh, untapped knowledge and the potential to study a soul market. Yes. I've actually come quite a long way for this.
I'm not surprised. We are here for adventure.
Adventure, you say? Oh, are you adventurers? Perhaps one of the Lightborn, I believe your people call it?
Ah, that would be...
Oh, my
him.
goodness gracious. I have something quite exciting then. I need a task completed. And upon its completion, I shall reward you. Yes.
Well, details, of course, before we
Oh,
accept.
yes, I'm sorry. I'm very excited. It's such a Western thing. Well, I am currently in the need of items that I require procured from certain ne'er-do-wells, individuals that seem to have absconded with my property.
Ah,
You see,
and
they stole my belongings, and because I have no way to pay for safe passage out of here, I am stuck within this perilous safe haven, at least until the main demonic forces gather themselves up to leave. Once that happens, the Elysium will be lifted, and I will most likely be consumed by the very neighbors that I currently possess. Therefore, it is imperative for me to recover my lost belongings from these brigands. And now, through serendipitous fate, you, a very merry band of looking adventurers, have appeared before me. How splendiferous! Oh, right, details. Well, it is a series of very naughty demons that took advantage of my trust. I believed that this area protected from theft, but apparently not. And therefore, they were able to trick me out of my possessions and belongings. If you would go and procure them, possibly kill the demons responsible, although not required, although preferred, then I will reward you handsomely. Let us say 5,000 gold pieces.
An interesting proposal. I do have a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. I'm
When
quite
you
the
think-
scholar, so ask me anything you want to know.
When you say these demons tricked you out of your belongings, was it simply theft, or did you perhaps make a bad deal?
Ah, I can understand that you would think that, but no, I was tricked. No deal was to be made. Insight check, please.
Can I actually, Okay, question. Is entering an interrogation something I can do on the floor?
Oh,
Does it have negative?
You want to use some abilities, eh?
Well, kind of, but I don't want to be like, tell me what you know. Like, I don't want it to be like an angry interrogation. Like, is it just something like
Interrogations don't have to be forceful like that.
Yeah.
You can interrogate
Okay.
people with honey.
Okay.
Would you
Yeah.
like to activate interrogation?
I think so. I need to remember what it does.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Where is she? Where's Matheria?
Where is she?
I was like, Flo is activating deadly serious.
Yeah, so it would be confession, and it would be first social roll against a creature.
It was step 4 standing next to the captain.
Should I do insight, I guess?
It's up to you. It's completely up to you. Well,
this
considering
is
I did
fun.
ask you for insight, so...
You did. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll go into confession and buff up my insight score, which is plus my character level. Ha 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 ha.
You sense that is absolutely a lie.
Yeah.
Do I get a sense that he's lying to at a 22?
Yes.
I also get detect thoughts.
Yes, I know. I'm getting that ready for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
All
He just
right.
side-eyes Farryn when he says that.
As you activate confession and start an interrogation, you will know that Hido is lying to you. And with detect thoughts, you begin to see his shame on full display. It would seem one of the beginning tents that was offered to you, he was in fact entranced by. And whilst relieving his carnal lusts, had his possessions taken from him.
Ah. Most likely as payment for services rendered.
It would seem that Hido honestly believes that they were not for payment for services rendered, but also feels as if perhaps they were, but it doesn't matter to him because he needs all that stuff back all the same. You also sense he is terrified that he will be consumed by the demons once the Elysium is lifted.
Mm-hmm.
You can also see flashes of honest curiosity of you and of his surroundings. He does have a scholarly mind. Continue.
Okay. I don't suppose you have a list of precisely what was taken.
In fact, I do. One moment. You will see that he starts to write out a quick piece of parchment. You will sense that he is writing down everything that is on the list, and he will hand it to you.
She will take it. I would rather not be on the wrong side of a bunch of demons, if at all possible. So, violence is out of the question. But, perhaps we could convince the demons who took your wares to give them back.
Well,
Why have you...
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they don't deserve mercy. They stole from me.
Well, it is a market. Why have you not tried to barter them back?
Because they left the market.
That's
why I was asking you to go kill them, because you can.
Well, that changes things.
Yes.
Know which direction they headed?
I believe they went northeast, towards some old ruined buildings. At least, I think so.
Were they part of the army?
I don't believe so. They certainly didn't seem to be.
I see. Do you perhaps remember, or did you catch a glimpse of how many brigands there were?
Well, there was a smiling fellow, a few shirtless ones. There was some fellows with glaives, I believe.
Quite a large party.
And one of them look like a clown?
No. Alright. So, as he asked that, with your detect thoughts, you will see that Ito's detect thoughts thinks of the very of a clown. He knows something about that.
Just a second. I'm reading something. Okay. All right. So, how long do you suppose the Elysium will last? Will we even have enough time to accomplish such a task?
Oh, I imagine until such a time as they have gathered themselves up. You will see that he starts to think about something at the front of the gate. But he doesn't mention it.
Now,
Question for you. Can you tell me more about the eye core in the center of this place?
Oh, yes, it is a direct line towards Abaddon. It allows the coalescence and production and reaping from the soul market. The dream being as the connection to the dream being as damaged as it is in this continent, this is one of the few places where such a thing is possible.
interesting.
I know what Abaddon is, yes? Or no?
Do you have religion trained?
No, I do not.
Okay. Then no, you do not.
Okay.
Another question. Why do you expect that you will need to pay safe passage to leave this place?
Well, once the Elysium is lifted, they can do whatever they want, and they're demons, and they're evil, and I have soft, supple flesh.
And you're not going to just walk through the demon wastes.
Well, my intention is to purchase instantaneous transposition from one of the greater demons.
Oh, is that how you arrived in the first place?
Oh, more or less. You see his thoughts reveal that he was carried here in a crate.
Okay. So, you have no combat prowess of your own?
Of course not. I'm a scholar, not a combatant. Ugh.
She nods.
Fighting is scary. Why would you want to do that?
Sympathetically. So, not good for an ally slot. Fine.
No. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Terrible for an ally slot. Okay.
He sucks.
Kidnapped here in crate. Lovely.
Something of a kind of a scholar myself. I have a question for you, and I would like to get your perspective on it.
Very well.
What do you know of Mytheria, if anything?
Well, as he starts to think about it, I do know that Mytheria is a goddess worshipped here. I know that she is probably regulated to the Blue Pantheon. She is apparently a very weak goddess. And as he starts to think about it, you will see that he starts to go through, and this is what Farryn sees, he starts to go through, like, different texts that he's read and different people he's interviewed. And then he stops, and her being dead is, well, pretty self-explanatory. You will see that when he says dead, his thoughts shift to the front of the gate, the great portal. And for a brief moment, you see the visage, the shadowy visage of a chained woman.
Well,
Okay. Thank you for your input.
You're welcome. Now, as to my task.
I would need a few moments to discuss it with my crew.
Oh, of course.
To see whether or not we're available to accept. We do have, of course,
yes.
other work.
Yes, of course. Please, I'll be over here. Gomendasai.
No worries. So, this way, fellows. What do we think? Is it worth it?
Absolutely not. What? Why are we considering this?
Because it is an interesting opportunity. He knows more than he's letting on. Perhaps doing a good deed, he would be willing to pay in more than just money.
Arcadum, could we tell that he was not a demon or something?
Yeah, he's human.
He's human. Okay,
Yeah.
well, in that case, I changed my opinion a little bit.
You think
The man is in danger from demons.
Oh goodness, Genevieve. You're going to give yourself whiplash.
I am. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
His accent is definitely that of a foreigner.
Yes, but
Yes,
we have somewhat of a duty to protect.
we do. He was, unfortunately, kidnapped here, in a crate. Rather embarrassing for him. He did happen to know your clown, although what he knew about him I could not determine. He also...
Wait, how do you know this information?
Oh,
You didn't say anything about that.
I am an inquisitor, Mythos. I've been trained for this. I interrogated him.
The guy that knows about magic is like, I don't know what that means. You talk to a guy.
Precisely. There's little ticks and things and the way the eyes move. You learn to read them.
This
Anyway.
seems to have given you some insight.
Yes. He was rather ashamed. The artifacts were not stolen, per se. I believe they were taken as payment, which would make them harder to retrieve. We would most likely need to fight. Or perhaps if Louis would be willing to help, maybe we could take them back without anyone being the wiser. And she looks at Genevieve. But he also knew something at the front of the gate, which may or may not be our very own quarry. He thought of it more than once. Specifically each time our mutual beliefs were mentioned.
I see. Well, I suppose Louis might be useful once again.
I'm willing to make a friend. I'm willing to rescue a human in need of it. And if it actually provides some direction, it's better than aimlessly wandering about in the waste, following me to who knows what destination.
We could go talk to this mistress of the area, if we're able to.
Explain, to what end?
I mean, we could learn about the area, learn about what lays at the portal. I mean, who knows what we could learn, but I'm just saying it's something that we could do. We haven't even asked if we could speak to the mistress of this place.
It comes with its own problems and risks, of course.
So does exiting the sanctuary to go deal with demons.
It's true, but the sanctuary will not last forever. Once the army is ready to move out, the sanctuary will be at an end, and anyone left within the area will... I do believe he was not lying about that. They will be dealt with, and most likely harshly.
Yeah, but why have a need for a sanctuary anyway? If they're just gonna, like, as soon as it's lifted, just fight and kill each other, and then, like, why have it at all?
For commerce.
Customs.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be organized
say
sometimes.
Something about that pool being a connection to some realm. Maybe this is one of the few places they are able to do that.
Every army needs to... Oh, do go ahead.
Yeah. And once they're finished with that, then they'd have no reason to leave Sanctum here for others, if they're not going to utilize it.
So you're saying the Sanctum is not for the army, per se, or not set by the army. It's just they're doing dealings with this mistress and the market, and then the market leaves, and then they just do demon stuff again. I guess that makes sense.
Possibly. It's quite the conundrum trying to infer what the demons will be doing with anything, in all honesty, but call it a hunch.
Arcadum, does the Sanctum include the portal? Like the demon portal where Matheria's body is? Do we know that, or is that further in that we would have to go?
I'm back.
Yeah, he was. Now ask your question.
So, Arcadum, the portal where Matheria is that here, or is that like more days travel further in?
You are on the northern side of the wall of the mountainous structure in which the portal resides.
Okay.
It is very large. So, yes to both?
Okay. So, but is that still within the sanctuary of the market?
You have no idea.
Okay.
But considering that you ran into the border a day's travel outside of this area, reasonable.
Yeah, so we need to probably get her before the army leaves, otherwise we're stuck and probably dead. Got it. I think it's safe to say that this sanctuary of sorts extends to where we're going. And when that's gone, then we're probably not going to be able to get away. So whatever we're doing, we need to do it before the army heads out. So we are going to be on a bit of a time crunch. So do we have time to help out this person?
We know where they're going to be. We can go, get his belongings back, and then come back. Can't possibly take very long.
Yeah, but the only thing he's offered us so far has been 5,000 gold.
Could be useful if we're coming back here. Then again, maybe not.
As far as I
Well,
can
they
tell,
did
the only
mention a
thing that have
currency
been here
exchange.
have been demonic concubines and infernal weapons, none of which we can really use.
No, the point is to gain someone who knows, potentially, something about our quarry. But the more pressing matter is, when will the army leave?
That's something we could go ask this mistress. She would probably know.
You're very insistent on this point, Gideon.
It's the
Galdren,
only person that I can think of that would know that information out of the 3 people that we have met so far.
you don't think that Ellingar would have information like that? You mentioned them packing up sometime soon.
That could be a tricky one. I don't know. He seems to keep to himself. It seemed like. Don't know if he knows much.
I think
But could ask. That I could. But still,
He did invite you out for drinks.
you already have an inn.
that is true.
I suppose there's no harm in asking, Gideon, but I would worry about the price of being able to speak to the mistress.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
for a second. What'd you say?
How much of a second?
What the fuck just happened? Are you okay?
There were a lot of words said to you.
There
How
were.
long have you been gone? What did you
went to his
it was
mind
only
palace?
I caught the majority of it, but it was like that tail end, so like 5 seconds. The last 2 sentences that you said.
Okay. I would be worried about the cost of speaking to the mistress, but I suppose that it doesn't hurt to ask. Are you not concerned for the same thing?
Well, I mean, why would it cost money to go to speak to this mistress?
It might not cost money, Mr. Gideon, is what she's getting at.
It is a market, Gideon, and she is obviously the leader. If I were a shrewd businesswoman, I would charge.
I mean, most merchants that you talk to don't charge you to talk to them.
Let's do this then. How about, Gideon, you go with Galdren to drink with his new Drogar friend, and if you learn something there, great. At least you were invited, or he was. If you don't learn enough, then perhaps we can consider speaking to the mistress of this place. One thing at a time.
That works with me. I was just throwing out an option. I didn't mean to infer that it had to be something we must do.
Can we tell what time of day it is?
Negative. It is a perpetual twilight, making it difficult to tell time.
Lovely. Well, I say that's a first step.
We'll find a place to post up until that time.
Yes, Mr. Monosuke won't be going anywhere, so it won't be a problem.
Mr. Monosuke.
We told him we would discuss it to find an answer, and then we left.
Hey, Galdren, go do your thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Galdren, yeah, go talk to the other dwarf, Galdren, yeah.
Go talk to
Yeah,
him.
go do dwarf
Get-
things.
Get all the
Yeah,
information.
racism.
And Gideon, be tactful, please.
Is this like when two girls are in the same like friend group and everybody expects them to be friends?
Yes.
Yeah. And now Galdren and Gideon are going to the bathroom together.
Oh my
like
god,
girls do.
Waymaker, I wasn't being serious. You sent me a new token. Here, hey,
That's right.
Hey,
You're
not hearing
without a token, now you-
as
Now you gotta put me my new token on. Yeah.
now I got flowers in my hair. Yeah,
That's
I'm a
right.
girl.
I heard the tippy taps of the stylus
I know.
while
I
we were
know.
playing.
Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip. Brought to you by Milton Bradley. And what's Milton Bradley?
Have it your way.
That's right, a family company. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Frozen's a great movie. Just
I'm
like,
suffering.
just gotta let it go. I apologize, Chabber. I don't know. All right, ting, ting, ting. He'll look up. Ah, good. Looks like you dropped the aeronauts then. Well, most of them.
Aye, that'd be true. So,
Sorry, I'm not familiar with this term, Aaron. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Anyway, you ready to have a right proper wetting?
aye, sure, why not?
Good. Bring them 2 barrels over here. I'll get it ready. I'll put his work away and kind of go back here and bring out a black keg and put it down. You see that he has 2 glasses. He'll put one down in front of Galdren, one in front of himself. He picks up the black barrel and starts to pour some in it. He'll raise his glass. To strength and might.
Aye,
The
just
only
thinking
truths that matter.
Aye.
Tink. Alright, Galdren, as you down the brew, it is... Woo! It is that good shit.
Oh, aye, it's real good, man. Ah! I just wild.
That there's your ancestors waking up nice and proper.
Aye. Oh, I miss this sort of thing.
Yeah? How long has it been since you've been under the stone?
Too long.
Truth be told, I've been on the surface far longer than I ever intended. He'll raise the glass. Tink. Ooh, that's that good shit.
Oh, really gets you back your throat, it does. That's the good stuff.
Aye, sometimes we use it to enhance the flusk. Gets the fire burning real extra hot, if you know what I'm saying. I think the worst part here is the women. Not a hair on them. Shake his head. Bunch of thin backsides. So tired of it, so top heavy. What I wouldn't give for a nice dwarf woman that I could hold on to. Oh, I'm just covered with these demonettes walking around here, trying to tempt me into their flesh caverns. Makes one sick for the teat of stone, if you know what I mean. Or raise a glass. Work out day and I drink the rum. Daylight come and we wanna go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home.
Work the anvil till the morning come.
Come! Daylight come and we wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Sorry, that's my tune.
He lifts up his glass. And you know another thing? Have you noticed that this place is right fucked as it is?
I've not seen a few things. Well, what have you seen?
Oh, you know, it's not... Look. Look. First of all, raise me to Astaroth and all of that. But have you seen this Mytheria lady everyone seems to worship round here? I mean, she's like a prepubescent girl. Bunch of fucking weirdos, if you ask me. That's not what a woman looks like. A woman's got the wrinkles of a life well earned, right? Calluses on her hands. Earth and stone, brother.
Aye, earth and stone.
Rock and stone. I mean, 2 big rocks and a slab of stone that you could slap the backside of.
Aye, rock and stone to the bone.
Right to the bones, brother. Speaking of bones, what I wouldn't give for some of it. I need to get the fuck out of this place. He'll lift up his glass.
You don't mind me asking, why can't you?
Shut the fuck up! No one was talking to you, light skin.
Aye, Gideon, this is between me and him, you see.
He switches to Dwarvish. No, speak the proper tongue to me, that won't get you jaked anymore. Look at his stupid hair. I bet he thinks he's the strongest in the universe and still doesn't do shite.
I
bet he names his transformation Beast. No one fucking cares, mate. He'll lift up his glass. Oh, seriously. They look like they're gonna fight each other over what? Little pissant piece of nothing goddess. She's chained up in front of this place, you know that? Yeah, they spit on her as they walk past. What kind of goddess is that?
Wait, what? She's chained up in front?
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yeah. Chained up in front, trapped inside the body of a succubus, if you like that kind of irony.
Wait, really?
Yeah, imagine that. Slayer of demons, almighty Mytheria, stuck inside the body of a succubus. Oh, not even worth violating, they say. They just spit on her when they walk by. Especially that big fellow. Oh, what's his name? The big demon. He'll kind of snap his big meaty fingers together. Oh, what's his name? Azagodin, I think? The big one. Oh, yeah. Puts her in front of a silver basin. Makes her watch every time something terrible happens. Oh yeah, constantly. It's like a play of her failures played out for her through a silvery screen.
Hey, that sounds crazy.
I know, right? At first I was like, oh, that's a little cruel, but then I thought, no, she deserves it. If you're too weak to defend your people, then that's what you get. That's the oldest rule there is. It's what Lord Astaroth teaches, what these demons understand, and what nobody on this fucking continent seems to grasp. None of your morality means shit if you can't take it. If you can't kill anyone else that disagrees with it. What the fuck is the point? What, they might agree with you then and then they might disagree with you later? Fear is the only way to ensure that your life will be what you want it to be. strength and might. Anything else is bullshit, it's lies, and it's just waiting for an axe to the face.
Hey, that's why I got my axe with me all the time.
Right? I bet more than once you've had to use it to prove yourself, right?
Aye, too many, I'd say.
He raises up a glass, drinks it back. Ugh. Oh, shite. Sorry, lad. Looks like that was the last bit I had.
Aye, no worries. That hit the spot real good.
Aye. Oh, would it be that I could sleep this off, but I got another work order to come in, and I've got to make some money to get off this damned place. Who knows, maybe I'll add me axe to the demons. Haven't really decided yet. This big march is coming. Might be fun to split some Humy heads open, but truth be told, it's been too long since I've been under proper stone. Might charter a voyage back over to Calcatesh, maybe. Anyway, I got work to do, and I'm sure your aeronauts are getting worried looking around for you. Here, take this with you, friend. And he will pass you an amulet of Astaroth.
Oh, thank you. Aye. May your journey be well.
Yours as well.
Kidman.
Make sure you don't forget where you come from.
Aye. I
6
won't.
foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, no! Okay, go ahead.
Hey Gideon, I think we're done here now.
Like you had a right good time.
Oh, aye. Let's best tell everyone about what I've learned here. Oh God, that's up here.
Do you need some help? You're looking a little...
I'm a dwarf, I stand on my 2 feet and I walk forward. You let me go.
Yeah, he walks forward slightly to the left. And then
Slightly
he
to the right.
But he walks forward.
Yeah,
Certainly does.
Alright, Galdren reappears before you. He looks
Hi.
normal.
Hi everyone.
Galdren, brother, are you okay? Are you drunk?
Galdren, you
For a
suddenly,
long time, yes.
you suddenly get a waft of leaves.
Oh no.
Welcome back, Mr. Galdren.
Aye. That was honestly fun.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Was it also productive?
Aye, in a very, very concerning way.
Oh, the army leaves sooner than expected?
Possibly, but that's not even half of it. I think we should find a place where there's, I'm not gonna lie, when no demons can hear us.
Ooh.
I suppose.
Goes back to drinking.
Right before he walks away, Flo will turn to the demon and in Spanish, Oye, what are you drinking?
Cada manos, poca tequila. Tequila, dun 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 dun
Dun, dun.
dun dun dun
Dun, 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 dun.
damnation.
Tequila!
Dun,
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 dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun.
Screams of the
Fajita.
souls.
Dun, dun, dun. And just walk away.
Let's wait for this. Wait for Gideon and Flo. They're gonna want to hear this.
Gideon wants to hear this. Wasn't he with you? Never
He
mind.
heard it.
I should have expected.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Buckle yourself up, kids. This is gonna get wild. It turns out Mythos is chained up at the front of this whole place, but she's stuck inside the body of a succubus of all things.
Yes, we know.
We knew that.
We knew this.
We did not know her location, though.
Oh,
But she's
there
just right
you go then.
Guys, you're not gonna believe what I found out. It's crazy.
We're like, yeah, bro, give her the program.
You know.
Oh, you're that big fucker we've been avoiding and following.
Yes.
As in
goaded.
Yeah, that one.
That's not his name, but continue.
It is to us, Arcadum.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
I'll take it.
He sees to it personally to torment Ophelia.
Of course he does.
So I suspect he's gonna be the biggest problem if we ever to free her.
Well, this certainly seems a lot more worth our time than helping Mr. Hito.
That was a good drink. I like that.
Are you gonna be okay to up and walk around? You kind of look. Okay, you look like you
I
got
am
too much
better
dip
than
on your
Everflow,
chip.
you have no idea.
Look like you got too much dip on your chip, boy. But if you think you're good, all right.
Why does he suddenly sound more like an elf now that I know he's an elf?
It does, doesn't it?
He does!
Farryn will just roll her eyes.
Were you serious about that statement?
Yes.
All right.
And he's over here like, it's almost like they're the same person when they talk.
Yeah, before there was this air of mystery, and now it's just elf, 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 elf.
Anyway, so yeah, we're at time.
Very good.
So,
All right, sounds good.
Hey.
I presume you're going to go to the front of this place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe find Mytheria.
Yes,
probably.
that is the plan.
Sounds like that's the plan. So we'll just
Excellent.
move on out of here.
That means
I
made
drunk.
finally
Yes.
the time is upon us. Waymaker, I get to ask for the commission.
Ah, okay. Let me put that on my list.
It is time to draw Mytheria.
Good.
Oh boy.
But it's not really Mytheria. It's stuff.
It is.
Hey, Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Careful,
watching,
Gideon.
everybody.
If you don't play ball, you'll get kicked in the nuts like I did.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. Let's see if there's any fan art. I'm looking.
There is.
I'm gazing.
And a rock.
Yay. Zing.
I'm gazing.
Oh god. High priest.
Oh fuck! Maybe the people here could identify my J's. I should have asked.
Oh, it's too bad Flo didn't think
Not
of that,
too
and
bad.
we're leaving at the start of next session.
Oh,
Oh, well.
no,
Motherfucker!
You know, funnily enough, I was gonna say something like, nah, he'll know.
Oh, you bitch! You.
Seeing Gideon alive, very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, he ain't. He's an elf. Ain't you, Mr. Flo? Flo trying to pump the boots. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Poof.
Oh, Ginny looking all cute with the
And
flower in her hair.
Jenny's got some flowers in her hair.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. I will see you guys on next time.
Bye.
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 Bye.